I've invited my special friend. This is Kate's friend, Lauren. Lauren, come join us. Now, Lauren, have you eaten chicken Parmesan before?
Yes, sir.
Do you like chicken Parmesan?
Yes, sir.
Have you cooked chicken Parmesan?
Yes, sir.
But are you willing to today?
Yes, sir.
All right, so Lauren's going to prove to you that you actually can cook chicken Parmesan, and it will be great. Now, we're going to begin with the sauce, and we're going to cook the sauce. It'll take about 40 minutes or so for the sauce to cook. Go ahead and get the sauce going ahead of time, then go do a load of laundry, whatever you need to do, and then come back and finish off the chicken. But if you happen not to want to spend that time, you can cheat. Lauren, show them how you can cheat right there. Grab that bottle for me. If you would like to, you can cook the same dish, buy the best marinara sauce that you like, whatever brand. That happens to be Newman's. I've never used it before, but I'm certain it's great. But honestly, if you watch this video, you will not need to cheat and use the stuff out of the jar. So we're going to begin with the sauce, and we'll be right back. All right, Lauren, so the first thing we want you to do is peel a carrot. We're going to use about 1/3 of this carrot. So if you will, go ahead and peel that carrot for us. All right, Lauren, so are you ready to cook the marinara sauce?
Yes, sir.
All right, so what I want you to do is we're going to cut the eye on. Let's get it going. Add about 5 tablespoons of olive oil right there, please. Now, Lauren's going to add 6 cloves of garlic. Now we're going to throw in an entire package of basil. All right, so the tomatoes that we're going to use and what you should use for marinara sauce anytime are San Marzano tomatoes. They are from Italy, and they're a little bit more expensive, but they're worth it. So we're going to get Lauren to crush these tomatoes up by hand. You'll see that in just a second, and then we'll add that to the sauce. All right, so while Lauren is crushing the tomatoes for us, I'm going to go ahead and strain out the garlic and the basil from the oil. It's good and flavored. All right, so we've drained out our basil, our garlic, and our carrot. Now we're going to add a little bit of butter, and we'll add the crushed tomatoes that Lauren is finishing up right now. Okay, so once the garlic, the basil, and the carrot has been cooking in the oil for a little bit to infuse, we're going to add a little bit of tomato paste, probably about 2 tablespoons. Add that and let the oil cook the tomato paste, but you want to cut your eye down while this is cooking because you do not want to burn the tomato paste. Keep on. All right, now. Okay, Lauren, so we've gotten the sauce going. We added to Lauren's crushed tomatoes 1/4 of a tablespoon of red pepper flakes, about 1/2 tablespoon of oregano, salt and pepper to taste. We're going to add about 1/3 tablespoon of sugar, and it will be perfect. Trust me, cook this marinara sauce, right?
Right.
Was it easy?
Yes, sir.
All right, now let's get to the chicken. All right, Lauren, so what we want to do is let's put the chicken in a Ziploc bag. And you have to be very careful with the juices because I'm a germ freak, as you know, and I don't want any juices spilling over. So we're going to put my piece of chicken in a Ziploc bag. We're going to put your piece of chicken in a Ziploc bag. And we're going to see who can pound the best. So are you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right. So I'm going to do this one, and you'll do this one.
Okay.
And you really begin by, obviously, you don't want to pound the small side. You want to pound the thick side. Let's close up the Ziploc. All right, Lawrence, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right. There's your tool, madame. And make that chicken flat. Put some muscle in that, girl. Hold on 1 second. Let's slide it back to the center. Now, pretend like Kay just said something that you don't like. Hit it hard. Perfect. All right, Lauren, so now that we've got the chicken pounded, we're ready to dredge the chicken. So basically, it's a normal breading process. We're going to go into some flour first, seasoned a little bit, go into an egg mixture, and then into the breadcrumbs. So the first thing I need you to do is crack and beat the eggs and put them in our egg pan. Perfect. All right, add them to our pan. All right, Lauren, so I'm going to show you the first time, and then I'm going to let you do the second one, and you'll do the frying. So take your piece of chicken. Now remember, we've got salt and pepper on the top of our flour here, okay? So I'm going to put this in the flour, kind of pound it a little bit, but you don't want too much flour sticking to the chicken. What you're really trying to do, remember, is to dry the chicken out, okay? So we'll add it to the egg mixture. Be certain you get everything good and moist with the egg mixture. Now we're going to add it to the breadcrumbs. Kind of push it down just a little bit. You want the breadcrumbs to stick. I always take a little bit more, add it to the top. Flip it over one more time. Perfect. So I'm going to set this here on some aluminum foil, and you really want this to sit for about 5 or 6 minutes again so that the crust won't fall off. So are you ready to do it?
Yes, sir.
All right. Show us how. Perfect. Have you done this before?
No, sir.
Well, you won't be able to say that here in about 2 minutes. You're doing a great job. All right, so into the breadcrumbs. And again, sort of pound it so that it sticks. There you go. Perfect. I see the next Food Network star right there. Good job. Perfect, yeah. So just set it here and we're done with this process. Perfect. Perfect. So we're going to let those fry probably for about 5 minutes on the first side. We'll flip it over, get a good golden brown crust, and we'll fry it for about another 6 minutes on the back side. All right, Lauren, so grab a pan, put some water in it, let's add some salt and get it boiling.
Okay.
So we're going to add about 1/3 of a cup. Okay, so with our chicken Parmesan, I'm going to cook some angel hair pasta as a base for it. So we're going to cook for 2 people. We're going to cook about 1/3 of a box, put it in our salted water, and in about 3 minutes it will be al dente. So it'll be ready to go, okay? Okay, Lauren, so our chicken's been cooking now for about 10 minutes. It's time to put the finishing touches on it. Would you hand me a ladle, please? Thank you. So what we're going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of sauce to the chicken. And see, this sauce still has some good chunks to it. Very delicious. I've already sampled it, of course. So we're going to add a little of the tomato sauce to the top of each cutlet. Save a little bit of the sauce for our pasta, which we're going to plate up a little bit later. Now, if you will, let me hand you some cheese, Lauren. And this is mozzarella cheese. Go ahead and put about half of that. That's 3/4 of a cup of cheese. So she's going to go ahead and put half on each one, please. And then once it comes out of the oven, Lauren, we're going to add some freshly grated Parmesan cheese.
Okay.
So the oven has been going for about 400 degrees. I've just cut the broiler on, so we're going to broil this up very quickly, and our chicken will be done. Okay, Lauren, so the chicken's almost done. Now I'm going to get you to grate some Parmesan cheese to go over the top of it once we take it out of the oven, and we're almost finished. You ready?
Yes, sir.
All right. So if you will, just grate this. Let me give you a plate. Did you grate it in the plate? Okay, Lauren, so the chicken's done. All we need to do now is for you to add your Parmesan cheese. So let's take a look at it and see what it looks like. Perfect, absolutely perfect. So if you will, sprinkle about half of the Parmesan cheese on each cutlet. Big spoonfuls, Lauren, big spoonfuls. There you go, perfect. All right, the other side. Perfect. All right, we're going to add that back to the oven just for about a minute, let that melt, and we'll be eating. Okay, so the pasta's done. Let's drain it and let's plate it up. Get a strainer. Let's add it back to the hot pan, sort of dry out just a little bit. Now, one thing I want to do at this point is let's add the reserved sauce to the pasta. Always do this while it's hot, and the pasta sort of absorbs some of the flavors from the sauce. Give this a quick stir. Put a little sauce on the side, twirl it just a little bit. Okay, so let's go ahead and add some of Lauren's freshly grated Parmesan cheese to the top of our pasta. And you know, for decoration, I want to add a little bit of parsley to the entire plate. Okay, so the chicken's out of the oven. It's perfectly done. Let's add it to the plate and we will have some people eating. Lauren, I got to tell you, this has been a lot of fun. Now, I want you to tell everybody out there, has this been easy?
Yes, this has been so easy.
Can you cook this at home?
Yes.
Will you cook it for my son?
Maybe.
All right, fair enough. Well, look, we don't know how it tastes yet, so I'm going to let you give a sample and you tell everybody out there whether or not we did a good job, okay?
Okay.
You like it?
I like it.
Does it?
Okay.
You like it? All right, so I want to thank my special celebrity guest star, Lauren, for coming and helping me cook this. Was this fun?
Yes.
And was it easy?
Yes.
Can everyone out there do it?